Makes you look 65 years old.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Daily Boom podcast, where Clemente's beard makes him look like he's 65 years old. And also, we discuss all things crypto market. That includes the majors like Bitcoin.
Right, let me take over from here. Let me take over. We got a lot to talk about today. The AI trenches are red hot. We got the whole gang back with us today. Base is piss missiling. AI LARP vaporware on Solana's gig ascending to $250 million market cap out of the pump fund trenches. Moon that. Which, you know, Nick complained about after we got pushed that CA. The guy's just a fucking boomer. I'll tell you that much. It's great to have Big C-Dog back in the house. We got Sig, Kicks, Ray, and myself. But Clemente, we got to talk about this. Are you trimming that beard?
No, I think I'm going to grow it out a little bit.
Dude, you look old as shit.
I feel good.
No, you look old as shit. Like, honestly, normally you look like 30. You look 55, dude. You look like you got like a couple kids. You look like you got grandkids on the way. I don't know what happened, but something aged you. Was it the kayak incident?
Something easy. I read something. Hair growth actually changes the hormones in your body.
So I was reading that turned on by Clemente?
Yeah, so my buddy has psoriasis, and I was like, and he's like, when I grow a beard, it gets worse. So I was like, I asked Claude, I'm like, does hair growth affect things? And it's like, yeah, dude, it changes hormones, everything. Dude, I bet growing beards increases your T levels, right? So Clemente's T levels probably going through the roof right now.
I can smell it through the screen.
You got a beard. Ray's got a beard. I just shaved mine off, so a little bit of dip in the T, but I'm going to bring the T back. But no wonder we're just a bunch of high T lads.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, Clemente, keep that shit on.
Yeah, Clemente, you look good. I actually like it on you. Honestly, I like it because you have a very young face. You have a very, very young face. Like you have the face of an 18-year-old, and you'll have that face even when you're 50. So I think that we're like adding the beard just gives you like a little bit more like
masculinity.
Yeah, masculinity.
My wife hates it when I clean shave, and I get carded left and right. You know what I mean?
Dude, I think I might go for the handlebars. I might just shave everything but the handlebars. I might just go full like firefighter here.
Oh, I like that.
I think I'm going to. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Herbivore said Nick is low T. Yes. Have you ever seen him with facial hair?
No, he grows like a little scrumpy beard like here.
Like, honestly, if I was him, I would be taking TRT shots to the ass. I would try it. I'm going to do it in my 40s. I'm 5 years away.
Really?
Is Easy really going out and shaving right now? Is that what's happening?
I don't know what he's doing. He's
that's electric.
Clemente,
it's gonna be back. It's gonna be back, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Clemente, how you feeling? You've been gone for a bit. We've missed you.
I had a lot of FOMO when I was gone. Literally, it felt like everything was pumping. There was these new hot plays, and everyone was making money. But we're kicking the new year with a new mindset. It's a mindset of abundance. So I no longer feel bad when everyone else is making money but me. I encourage it. You know, we can all be making money, right? We can all be finding these winners. There's the pie is big enough, and it's going to get even bigger that we can all make money together. So that's my new mindset, Ray. It's one of abundance, and I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to see all of you guys, and I'm rested, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good.
I don't want to be the one to say it, but I mean, it's what everyone's thinking. You were gone, and it seemed like everything was pumping. I mean, someone's got to say it.
I didn't want to say it, right? I didn't want to say it as well. But I was like, you know, I mean, you don't need to be like a cute Poirot to figure out like when Clemente leaves, things are pumping. Again,
Clemente, what do you got? You take a little latte. I see some milk like down there. Like
this is this is the what's that? The squirrel Solana NFT company, Raposa. This is a Raposa coffee.
Looks nice.
And then yesterday I was walking around and there was a new milk shop that opened up right next to my apartment.
A milk shop?
It's like milk products. So I got a bunch of yogurts that are like farm pasture raised and all that stuff. And I got some milk that put it in here. And I was checking it out and I was like, yeah, this looks sick. And it was this Ukrainian lady. She was like, did you get the blueberry drink? And I'm like, yeah, I got the blueberry yogurt. She's like, very good, very good. So I had the blueberry yogurt, and then I got one of these with whole milk, and I mean, I love it.
You'll have to take Nick to that milk shop when he comes down. I'm sure he'll enjoy that one.
Yeah,
I feel like that's one of the shops that doesn't need to exist. When I was in college, there was a corner spot. It used to be a pizza place. It was like a Papa John's or something. and then like it got like bought, and we're trying to figure out what's going to go there. And what pops up was a cereal bar. Like, who needs a cereal bar? It's like those, like, basically like when you go to a hotel and you have like the breakfast like buffet and you have those big cans of cereal. Like, that's what it was, except just every cereal imaginable. I was like, this is
Yeah, we had that we had that in London. It was an absolute like, if you ever needed a business idea, you just took 90 cereals, like, you know, like the ones in was it Magic Charms? Oh no, Lucky Charms. The ones that had like so much sugar, it'd probably be banned today. And you took all those 90 cereals, put it in like, you know, a cereal bar shop. It was fully packed. There was a line outside of this shop every single day. It was wild. But yeah, it was good, man. You just went to grab the pack of Kellogg's or the Rice Krispies and start doing the puzzles on the back and get charged like $12 a bowl. It was like childhood memories.
Look at this. Look at this little shave job by Easy here. That was quick. That was impressive.
That actually looks good.
Yeah.
Like it looks good.
Find me at your local Station 4 fire department.
Fuck. Nah, I'm thinking more like MMA.
For those listening, Easy just shaved his beard mid-show. He's got a nice little goatee going on right now, I think is what you would call that. With some
No, you call it a handlebar to him right now.
Yeah, call it a fucking handlebar.
We've got a lot to talk about today. Before we get into it, how about Signal? How about you take us away with the weather report? Catch us up.
Yeah, man. Feels good to be back at the equipment and in the old chair. Let's get back on that music. It is Monday, January 6th with, oh, no, the roadcaster's not working. Oh, dear. Okay. For whatever reason, the roadcaster not working, but we're going to do this old school with no sound. So Monday, January 6th, looking at that crypto roundup, the majors, they're up on the day with Bitcoin just flirting, just wanted to touch and like tickle 100K. Ethereum just being that stable coin at over 3,600, and Solana doing extremely well at $217. The leading top 100 coin, it was one of Murad's SBX 6900 meme coin, which is up 17% to a 1.4 billion market cap. Over the past 24 hours, top three stories were firstly, alt and memes rallied on the back of the majors, with Pingu waddling to a 2.8 billion market cap, SPX gaining 100% on the week to 1.4, and Sui breaking $5. All three tokens hit new all-time highs. We are officially in alt season. Next up, Zach XBT called AI tokens worse than other past trends, with 99% of tokens being scams. Love it, Zach. The total AI market cap is even over the weekend at 17.2 billion. And then lastly, institutional Bitcoin purchasing continued, with MicroStrategy acquiring over $100 million worth of Bitcoin, and Meta Planet increasing their Bitcoin holding target to 10,000 BTC for 2025. That is all for the weather report. We are off to a banger. It is back to you in the studio.
Woo! Excellent weather report as always, Signal. Have the crew here today. Excited to talk meme coins, excited to talk altcoins, excited to talk AI coins. All kinds of things are going on this weekend. Easy. I think you've been positioned in a place where you saw like all of the heavy action in the trenches. I think yesterday was like a wild day. If you want to talk about some of like the major movers yesterday, because we had new launches galore extending over into 8 figures for like some of them, right?
Yeah, I mean, to be completely honest, I've like slowed down a lot on the number of trades I make and just gone in with serious size on like clear winners. So like recently, GNZ yesterday, Gains, which was an AI health thing, they won multiple hackathons. Anatoly backed the company, so like he invested in one of their rounds, and that's what got started to be like, that's what got shared across chats. So as soon as I saw that, I threw like 40-50 soul at it immediately. Oh, actually no, this one I only threw 25 soul at, so could have bought more. Ended up making around 71 on that. So like not a bad trade. Was pretty content with it, you know. But it's like these things are like with this AI stuff, there's so much launching that you need some sense of legitimacy behind it. And this one was the Anatoly backing was pretty big. We saw a ticker on Friday launch called Build, which is like a one-click launch for like products on AI. This thing shot up to 50 mil. And then their competitor Waveform was the other one that launched as well. But you're seeing a lot of these just absolutely rocket when they launch. Any sense of like actually being able to use the tech day one, you're getting some serious runners out of it. This one sat for a while too. Like you could have bought this for like 3 to 4 mil. And then when Build ran, because this is a competitor to it, many people were like, well, Waveform works. Build isn't fully functional yet. One of these is wrong. So that's what led to Waveform ending up running very, very hard. You then had H-Term, which is a Hero Terminal. currently sitting at a 30 mil market cap. So even this is up pretty substantially, which is like an AI agent. Think of Wayfinder, similar thing, where you can take action on chain across Base and Solana. So all these things are starting to launch. Think of this like similar to Hey Anon, which that dev launched for Base, where you could take action on chain. So we're getting a ton of crazy, like, quote, actual working tech now, versus before where it was like, oh, cool, it has a Twitter account and a bot that tweets every 37 seconds with a human also tweeting occasionally. And then the big winner yesterday was HyperFi. HyperFi is an AI sandbox. And what I mean by that is like, yeah. So it's a swarm.
What'd your boy say?
Yep. You were on it. But did you buy it, Kicks?
No, I was fucking sleeping, dude. And I'm fine with that, man. This is just the start.
So it launched at 7 p.m. last night. Basically speed ran from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. ran all the way to 175 mil. Consolidated, broke up to 275.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And this was
Up
launched on
only.
Pump Fund. So that's the crazy part is like they have a working product where your AI agents are in like a Roblox world. And they're just agents interacting with each other. Full visuals.
And fully
you can
autonomous.
Hop in. So you can also play alongside them.
But let's say Clemente and I make a character, right? We check in the
can just
next
go
day.
fuck
Our
around.
characters are fucking lovers.
Yeah, which would probably happen because, like, have you seen you two? You guys would probably have 3 kids and a
Lot of
family and a
chemistry.
dog. Yeah, it's just great. It's electric. But yeah, so like this whole HyperFi thing launched, and on the timeline, you just saw a lot of people saying like, "Oh, this is like the boom of AI," and stuff like that because it just sent
Higher.
immediately. Like it just
Higher.
ran, which was crazy. Like I didn't expect this to run as hard as it did. Like
It's
I
not
got
the
in
boom
and
of
out a
AI
couple
because it wasn't a
times.
fucking pre-sale. Anybody
wasn't a
could have gotten
pre-sale.
in and
Anyone
made a
could've
lot
bought
of
it.
money.
My average
So-
entry was 48 mil on this thing, and I still
Let's
managed
go,
to make
dude.
70 Sol on it. So like I had
Let's
a
go.
great weekend. Like just on Sol alone, I think I had a 6-figure like 72 hours, which is crazy. Like absolutely beautiful runs. And to be honest, I wasn't at my desk as much as I usually am. Like that's the thing. Like I was.
It's
back
not
and
just not
forth, I was
trench
doing
season.
stuff.
It's size into what you believe in
Yeah,
season.
it's not so. Truthfully, I don't believe in any of this shit, but the market does. So like, I'm gonna back what the market believes in, and that's the thing is like, I've slowed down the number of trades I've made, but bought significantly larger size.
You don't
Like, I was
believe in any of
throwing-
this?
No, God, no. God,
So you're like Marshawn Lynch. Like you know you're gonna get God, but you're gonna get yours before you get God though.
yeah, I know I'm gonna get got, but I'm gonna make sure I get mine before I get got though, and I'm only here so I don't get fined. Like that's just the way of life. But that's the simple thought. It's like, dude, the more I look at this stuff, like in 1 year, all this stuff will be obsolete because like the tech will be significantly better. So new shit will just launch. So like you're in like a compounding time right now from technology.
Yes,
It's fucking nuts.
I'm
Like, that's the
excited,
thing.
dude.
Yeah, I mean, I've dude seen some of the people who hit on this hyper. By the way, Frank bought about 100K of it at 50 mil.
Fuck yeah.
Who
So
did?
he's
Sorry.
up. Frank.
He bought
Frank's a
how
lot
great
of
trader,
people-
man. Frank's a great
about
trader, man. He's gotten
100K.
some hate on the timeline. Guess what?
He's up
He's making money.
663,000 unrealized right now, and like I'm only talking about that because the timeline was congratulating him on $1 million trade, because I think he hit
beast.
$1 million on this. Dude's been crushing it. He's been absolutely crushing it. Me and
He's
him were
short
talking
of
about
$1 million,
waveform,
though.
too.
He's got to try
Yeah,
harder.
I think at peak it was at $1 million. I mean, his wallet's up $2 million in the last 7 days. Like it's fucking
Orangey's
nuts.
up 3, skill issue.
Well, Orangey makes $14 million a month on his paid group.
I know. That's fucking insane, dude. I think, here's what I'm doing easy. He's training humans. I'm making a Discord group for AI agents only.
Ooh.
No humans fucking allowed.
Ooh, very
$100 a
interesting.
month. $100 a month. I'm going to train AI agents. Guess what? They don't sleep.
Interesting.
They don't go play basketball, right? They don't have kids, right? They're locked in.
So for I think a lot of people are listening to this and are like, this was like, how did I miss this? How did I not like find this information? Easy or Kicks. How do you recommend like someone that does want to find the next hyper, the next play like this, or even the first one that you mentioned, Easy, that was like backed by Anatoly or whatever?
Yeah.
How are they able to find the information?
I mean,
that gets them
truthfully,
into
like the best thing to do is use like a bull X in this situation, because when stuff graduates and it runs to $5 million, you should be interested to at least go click on it, because any of these things that you bought at 5 mil had a 10x potential in them. Like that's the thing. Like gains went to 50 mil. Like you had a 10x on the table that you could have bought at any moment in time. And the reason was like gains didn't get shared with me. It was the fact I saw it pump, immediately migrate, hit pump fund, graduate, and then go to 3.5 mil with low dev holding and low insider holdings. So that alone, I was like, this is interesting. It doesn't look like someone's going to nuke on me. And when I went into the chart, it had like decent disparity across like wallets. And then I clicked the Twitter, and it linked to that Twitter from the guy who posted a full thread of who he was and what he did. So after looking at that, I like spent like the 5 minutes to just do research really quick and be like, okay, Anatoly backed this. This guy's won 4 or 5 hackathons. This product works in Telegram already. Let's take a flyer on it. And because of that, like, you just now have the narrative starting to form of like, oh, Anatoly's invested in this AI on Solana. Why would this not go higher? And like, that's kind of the core thesis. And then like HyperFi was like a more difficult one. I saw this page I follow tweet about it. He's like, just bought an AI metaverse. Did I really just front run this at 2 mil? And I started posting it in group chats, and I was like, what is this coin? I can't find anything about it. Who has this? Someone shared HyperFi. It had none of the socials linked on the pump fund. So I was like, I don't know about this one. Ended up finding the Twitter, seeing that it was legitimate, seeing that they had a working product, and then was like, okay, this is clearly the winner. That's why like people were getting in way before I did. Like my average entry was 48 million. But because I saw that, I was like, oh, this is a new narrative, early winner, working product with the space and Twitter talking about this being the winner. Let's just go in with size, like serious size. I think I put in like 175 SOL and pulled out like, I want to say 250. So I only made like 75 SOL, which is still great. I wasn't mad about it.
Putting in 175 at 50 mil is absolutely insane.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
It went to 250 mil for context, though. Like, that's the thing. Like, that was a 5x from where I went, and I paper handed it. And I'm fine paper handing it. Like,
I don't think it's
$15,000.
No, it wasn't.
What'd you say?
This wasn't.
It wasn't then. Okay, so I thought it was. I just saw it on like it got shared, and I saw it. I was like, why the fuck is this up so much? I thought it was a pump fund. You're right, it's not. But it had no socials linked on BullX, was what caught me off guard. Right. And now it does, because like obviously they updated the decks. So that was the thing, was like just people talking about this in chats and me seeing this one and getting so much volume was the big thing. Like, you got to watch volume and market cap. And like, if you see, dude, this thing had like $15 million before it was at a $15 million market cap. Like, the volume on that alone was where I was like, holy shit, I need to look at this.
Question for like easier kicks. Like, where do you think we are in this cycle? Because last time we spoke about Metaverse Land, that was that March kicks? I think you did your Facebook Meta thing. You're doing all your Metaverse Land things. You got virtuals, you know, sitting at what some people feel like very high numbers already, but you got the total market cap, I think only around 17 billion. People talking about those kind of numbers can go a lot higher. So, like, considering the narrative that is happening right now, do you still think we're early, or do you think that the market has already, like, it knows what the story is and is already anticipating money will go into Metaverse and then it'll move on to the next thing? So we're basically speed running the cycle of stories.
I think we're still super early, because I think that like there's so many teams and builders coming into the space that are going to do cool and exciting things. Like, you got to think about in the NFT cycle, Top Shot was like Q4 2020, right? Bored Ape Yacht Club didn't come out for 7-8 months after that. And even when they came out, they were still super cheap. They didn't get to 40 ETH until 11 months after Top Shot came out, right? Like, I think we're still very, very early. I think that the overall market cap of all this will go up a ton. I do think some things are probably priced too high, or not too high, but like the risk return on some things aren't going to be there. I think a lot of things are going to get lapped, dude. Like, everyone thought hash masks in like February 2021 was going to be like the fucking NFT.
That was the first
collection.
ETH NFT that I minted.
Yeah, that was the first ETH NFT that I minted too. It was on a fucking bonding curve, right?
Yeah,
like 10K awful. PFP standard mints didn't exist at that time. What you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of narratives fade, a lot of sectors fade, and new sectors come in and take off. Like, I already think over the weekend we saw a pivot from like singular AI agents into like infra, right? We saw like Griffane pump, we saw Phrasia pump, we saw Swarm pump. So I think there's going to be lots of shifting of the money. I think there's going to be lots of like stuff like moving around. I definitely don't think it's like buy the top 5 market cap coins right now and you're going to crush it, right? I think some of those top 5 may do great. I think some of those top 5 may be major laggards. But to Easy's point, like, I think it's like you'll waste your time in the trenches. Like I actually switched my Bull X graduated filter from 50K to 2 million.
I love that.
Yeah, because like I want to see the stuff that's like
Just
actually
find
running.
winners right now. Like, dude,
Yeah.
the trenches are brutal. There's so much launching right now, and so many of these are launching, running to 500-600K dev cells because like they're just finding an AI product online, slapping a fake Twitter on it and linking to it and calling it a day, and saying like that's the associated project. When in actuality, there's nothing backed or associated to it. So like. The more I look at that stuff, the more I'm just like, why would I not want to just find interesting shit that's actually going to be winners? And speaking of, I think I just found an absolute cook on base that hasn't launched yet.
Sweet. Send it our way. But yeah, Clemente, just what I would say is one, you gotta find your crew. Like you gotta find your crew, your tribe. There's just way too much stuff going on for you to sift through all of this information yourself.
Yeah.
So, you gotta find some people like you
But
gotta
Clemente,
find
make sure
a
your
Discord
tribe's
chat.
not my tribe.
He
Like,
used
keep
to
your
be.
tribe.
He used to be in her tribe.
Keep your tribe like
So,
over there.
yeah, I agree with everything you guys are saying. I think like trenching, the trenching, grinding out like pre-migration stuff is so hard right now.
It's not worth your time.
I've had I feel what you guys feel right now, where it's buying the things post migration and things at like 500K to $1 million is way more EV positive. The trenching, you can just grind yourself to smithereens. I also haven't. Yeah, I mean, the other thing I was thinking about while I was gone was whether or not like I have a couple long-term meme coins that I'm holding, like just straight up meme coins, and part of me thinks it makes more sense to rotate into the new ones, like Fart Coin at 1.2 billion, for example. I'm like, dude, that's going to 10 billion at least. And seeing that do a 10x versus like Bonk doing like a 3x to 10 bill. That's also things I'm thinking about, is like old memes versus the newer memes from the last 12 months, how to like build a portfolio on these. And Pengu, for example, also absolutely crushing it. Yeah, class of 2024 feels like an interesting bet to make versus like these older like boomer.
I don't know, Clemente. I think like the older meme coins, just like the ones we were literally all trading even 6-7 months ago, they're all going to come back because they've been around for a really long time now. So let's take something like Bonk. It will be something that people gravitate to when eventually the market just says, you know what, everything we've been doing here is absolute vapor on the AI. Like the products aren't like, 6 to 9 months later, products aren't coming out. Teams are full of scammers. Like all of that stuff we already know, but the market isn't pricing it like that. The market is pricing it as, wow, this has potential, utter speculation. But when that moment comes, and it will at some point in this year, that money has to move somewhere. So it's either going to go to a new trend if a new trend comes out this year, or it's going to go back to the old memes. So I think like even if we sell a sell-off in the older stuff, you can still position in the stuff that like, okay, when the attention comes back, it's going to go here. I think that's a bet that will pay off in 2025. I'm not discounting the old memes right now. I still think money can go back there.
But why would if retail comes back, why would someone buy Bonk versus a Fart Coin, for example, like straight up?
Because I think personally, people are going to realize that a lot of this AI stuff, kind of like what Zach was saying, is just BS. There are legit teams out there. There are, and you're going to find out who the legit teams are as you go into periods like more of a bear market where they continue building, the product gets better. But right now, it's just utter speculation. But that money has to move somewhere, right? So this is what I'm saying. It's either going to go to a new trend that comes out, which I don't know what that is, or it's going to go back into old memes.
Why wouldn't it go to Pengu instead?
And Pengu, for me, is absolutely legit. That's like, for me, like one you hold in a bear, one you hold in a bull. You just let that team cook and do everything that they've been doing for the last 3 years. I still think that's a good one. That's
what I'm saying, though, is like buy Pengu versus Bonk, or like some of these older memes. I think this newer class of memes is going to be way more interesting. But yeah, I don't know. That's what
it's way more interesting every time. Look at like last cycle and stuff like that, dude. Like every time it's like you have 3 to 4 winners from the previous cycle that stick around, and then the
Yeah.
new stuff always outpaces. Like, yeah, I'm sure you're gonna have a handful of stuff that sticks around, but look at the price action of stuff like Whiff. Look at the price action of some of those other things. Like Bonk, I think sticks around. The thing is an exchange traded product, an ETP. Like that alone is interesting when it comes to that. Like they're going after TradFi. Like when I look at something like Michi, I don't know. Like that's not inherently interesting to me. There's people who are like big whales of it, but it's also just like, why would I not want to try to find something cool like an AI product that actually seems to work and capitalize on it? Like, granted, well, like I said, 2 months.
I would be
obsolete.
cautious following people that are fudding AI really hard right now on the timeline, for 2 reasons. One, a lot of quote unquote like smart people. I'm not saying they're not smart. I think they are smart. A lot of smart people completely faded NFTs the entire fucking cycle, and they flipped bullish in like November and had like a 3-month window to make money. And most of them probably just ended up top blasting and losing a lot of fucking money because they had no perspective or understanding of the space. That's truly what I believe. I think a lot of smart people out there didn't really care that they missed meme coins because they're like, oh, that's just like dumb people having fun. But a lot of smart people, they are like very, very mad that they've missed AI so far, because they feel like AI is a smart person's trade and therefore they should have been in on it, and they're not in on it. But I think what they don't realize is that they're still very early to it. And that if you're approaching it from like a perspective of it's all vaporware, it's all scams, it's all yada, yada, yada. I mean, well, we're fucking meme coin. Like I traded the meme coin trenches. It was like, it was a 95%, 99% scams. Like, if you look at NFTs, yeah, a lot of stuff didn't work out in NFTs. You could have been right in February of 2021. You could have said 95% of NFT projects aren't going to make it. And you could have said that all the way to the fucking Pico top. I just think if you look at this, what I see with AI is I see a ton of sidelined alt money in crypto finally has something that they want to deploy money into. I've talked to multiple liquid funds that didn't touch a single meme coin for whatever reason, probably because they can't go to their LPs and be like, hey guys, I'm blasting like
butthole coin,
right? But they can't go to their LPs. They can't go to their LPs and say, hey, we're longing open source AI software, right? And sell that narrative. So I think this is unlocking a ton of sidelined alt money. I think you're seeing insane energy in the people building these things, and just the amount of new things coming out. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of hot air. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of fluff. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of rotations and things that go to 150 million, and that's their Pico top. But I do not buy at all that this is like a 2 or 3 month distraction thing that people are going to have fun with. And then they're going to go back to trading meme coins and longing dino altcoins. I do not believe that. I believe AI will eventually stop like the crazy run up, but I think that it's way more likely that happens at the end of this cycle. So like when that stops, you should probably exit all markets and not rotate into other things.
Like
other than Bitcoin. Yeah, like NFTs in the last cycle. Yeah. And NFTs ran longer than the majors. Remember that. They ran 4 months longer than the majors. And actually probably half of the gains from NFTs came after the majors topped, after already running super hard.
The all-time high for NFTs was after the all-time high for Bitcoin and Ethereum and the majors. And that was January 2022. And that's in terms of total volume. But then by May was kind of like another huge top. That was the land sale. So like, mutant apes.
That was Pico top of NFTs. And it was all down. It was all down after that.
It's 7 months after the all-time high. Nick?
I'm pretty bullish on the land right now, man. I think this is the moment.
Physical land or metaverse?
I think metaverse. I think
I long the fuck out of hyper. And that's another thing is I think that so many people are traumatized by buying meme coins at like 40 million and they go down 90%. That like I bought a shit ton of
hyper.
Yeah, HyperFi. It's a new metaverse open source software. AI came out, 240 million, launched yesterday. at nothing. It was the biggest runner overnight. AI Metaverse. Nick, you and I can make AI agents, and they could be lovers, and I'll make a girl, and you can make a guy, and they can make babies, little cyborg babies.
When did you buy this one, Kix?
I bought it 30 minutes ago because I think that so many people are going to think that they're too late to things, and that's fine. Like I bought fucking ICO Beast bought Hey Anon at 30 million, and I bought it at 100 million, and it's still up 40 or 50% from when I bought. I just think that the where these things can go are going to keep re-rating.
What is this line that was drawn on here, Ray?
That's when I bought.
Ray's taking himself off like he's not a member of the core team. Get your ass back here, Ray.
That's where Kix bought. Sorry, it's getting very crowded. I want everyone's face to. It's very symmetric when you have the 6 there going on.
But yeah, people that are mad that this is happening.
We look like the goddamn Brady Bunch.
Yeah, dude, the Brady Bunch. People that are mad that the AI stuff are happening own 90% of their portfolios alt, or 90% of their portfolio is memes, or 90% of their portfolio is like they own the Uniswap token, and they absolutely fucking hate this. The same thing happened with NFTs. I'm telling you guys, I saw it. So many people told me over and over and over again that NFTs were just the stupidest thing in the world. Why does a JPEG need to have a token? What I read last night? Why does an AI need a token? Like when you're seeing people say stuff like this, those are the people that will eventually buy your stuff at the very, very top.
They hit you up and they go, okay, look, I want to get into this at the very top.
Yeah. And then you're like, it's time to fucking leave, dude. It's time to get out of there. When those people start flipping, dude. I'm telling you guys, this is the play.
What's your top token in AI?
This guy's back.
This guy's back. That's actually funny as shit that guy's back.
Who is this guy?
That's the guy that used to work at Twitter. Now
he was just a
and then he capitulated all of his NFTs at the bottom. And I'm not even hating on this guy. This guy used to work for
this guy sucks. Like I'm talking about, like he was like very deep on the corporate side of things. We'll never have a partnership with him. Shout out Justin.
Just said just now?
Huh?
Because of what you just said like 8 seconds ago?
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, you can't say anything negative inside of his organization. You're in his department. You're coming in. You're throwing some shots his way. He's insecure as shit. You know it, dude. You know it, Justin. I mean, it's all good. You can be like 40 something and still insecure. That's bad.
People that spent the last 6 months saying things like the mimetic.
What the fuck?
People, dude, the same people.
Guy.
The people that but it literally, that's who I was talking about when
That's bad.
Yeah,
that's bad.
There's literally people out there. That spent the last 6 months saying things like the mimetic economy of synergistic humans and turning culture into memes is going to accelerate the future of humanity.
No,
those are the same people that are like AI's vaporware, and I don't know why an AI agent needs a coin.
Let's bring this back to the core root of it all. It's social Darwinism.
I thought you were going to say this guy's a little bitch.
No, I'm going to let you go with that, but it's simple. It's the, exactly, as our great Murad said, the mimetic Darwinism is like religious Darwinism, but hyper-accelerated at 1,000x the speed. Nobody knows what the fuck that means. It gets the people going.
Right. I'm long lock in. SPX 6900 is doing great. I think meme coins will still do great. This isn't an argument that if you don't buy AI stuff, that's the only way you can make money in crypto. I'm just saying that people that are fudding this are absolutely out to fucking lunch, and a lot of it stems and roots from jealousy. We've all been in there in crypto. I've been jealous. Someone's made money. And so you take that emotional jealousy and then you form a thesis around why the people that made money when you did it are wrong. And that's
Okay,
what's-
so Kicks, I feel like I'm at a church sermon and I've committed a sin, so I bought some hyper now.
no, don't buy that. Now it's probably a top loss.
No,
And
no,
I'm not
I
saying you-
know.
And
I'm
Signal, I'm not
listening.
saying you've committed a sin. I've seen the same post, and I'm just telling you, they're going to sideline a bunch of people. I'm not saying go top blast a bunch of shit right now. I'm just saying keep an
I put a
open
tiny
mind.
amount. I put like one salt. It's nothing. But my point is, I think just people just, I've bought it, so I'm hedged, so I can rant about this. But I think people were just extremely burnt by the whole metaverse narrative in 2021, that it was just it was all vaporware. But then Facebook happened to change their name to Meta, which somehow gave it it gave it a huge credibility. I remember Sandbox Land running and something else which you bought, you were holding these, and they ran hard because Facebook changed their name to Meta.
Yeah,
and so I feel like a lot of people are not in it because it just feels like something that, Sandbox has been going for how many years? None of us own any land in there. They're probably one of the biggest names in the metaverse space. So it feels like vaporware. That's why I think so many people don't like it. And also,
Yeah, but what is the alternative? What do they want to buy instead?
I think in the AI sector, there's tons of different things you can buy, like tons of different narratives within AI that you can buy, which is nothing to do with Metaverse land.
Oh, certainly. I'm not saying all in on Metaverse. I'm just laughing because like a week or two ago, I said the top in AI is when an AI Metaverse coin trades at 5 to 10 billion. So I'm not saying that like Metaverse is the AI sector that I'm the most excited about by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, my point was kind of agreeing with you, is that when we reach the level of absurdity where we're pricing a bunch of AI agents running around in a metaverse at $5 to $10 billion, that's probably peak frothiness. So I'm with you specifically on the metaverse thing. Although I still think that there's cool things that are happening and they'll be great like trades. I just think when people are talking about like, it's all like AI is all vaporware. All these coins are vaporware. 90% are scams, rugs, whatever, blah, 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 blah. It's just a pessimistic view on it. And it'll keep you sidelined from making a lot of money. Like I got access to Griff AI in, however you say that fucking name. And you can an AI agent right now can trade for you today. Nick, over to you.
Yeah,
Hey,
go on, Nick.
yeah, just real quick, not to interject, but that guy who's
Let's go back to him.
Just for 2 seconds. I just want to say that he has a tweet saying that he spent 2024 focusing on his LinkedIn following. Back to you.
Here you go. Guess what? Launch an AI project in crypto that manages your
happened with
LinkedIn
you
presence
two?
for you.
What went down with you two?
Oh, me and Justin?
Yeah. I don't know who else we're talking about.
Nothing. He unfollowed me at some point, and I really resented him for that. It was also like he was just one of the fake ones, and like he was like networking his way through like the Twitter space, like doing deals with different people, and it was like I don't know. It just felt very I don't know, a little sleazy. Now he's off on his own. He's a marketing.
Hey, we're not gonna hate on this guy. In fact, maybe he'll be early to AI.
Nick couldn't even say he's a marketing consultant without almost cracking up. That job title is a complete joke to Nick.
In fairness to the guy, in the subtweets, he wasn't like a massive hater. He was like, okay, now people have explained to me that like you can use like agent tokens to buy stuff that the agent's doing.
It's also like any token is just a way to bootstrap your business event, like essentially not only for like cash, but for marketing. Like you all of a sudden have all these people who are now using your product, going to your page and like evangelizing for you because they want price to go up. So it's like instant marketing and eyes on your project for free. Like you don't have to pay a marketer to do this.
Facts.
Cool. Good reaction.
Facts. I'm with you.
One of the biggest problems that I've been facing is that I'm not making enough money from this stuff. What do we need to buy right now?
Yeah, because no one wants to give you alpha because God forbid they send you a funny meme. if you're down $5-15, you start tweeting about them on the timeline, calling them pathetic losers.
That was insane. And Nick lost literally like $100 from that and tweeted about it.
From which one?
The one Kicks texted us yesterday.
I lost the
Texted us,
soul.
Moon that.
Tweeted about
You
that?
lost $212 and it led to you to shit talk Kicks. Subtweet him
Listen,
on the
how
time.
they're constantly
One sec.
winning.
Kicks. This man lost $212, which he hasn't paid me or Signal, in which he owes us, and yet he's still
I'm
upset
trying to
that he
accumulate the
blindly
soul,
aped.
guys.
But easy.
okay.
I think he's talking shit about me, but also talking shit about you at the same time. Somehow, even
Yeah.
though I'm the one that gave it.
No, for sure. There's definitely some angst on this.
Look, it just. I need some
And look at
winners
what's
here.
happening to it.
It's back up. Nick, you sold the bottom.
You can see the buy.
Look at the nose.
You
Look
can
at
see
the
buy.
nose.
Look at the nose. Look at the nose. We have the wallet. Look at the nose.
Wait, how do you see that?
Don't worry about it. We got our ways. We got the nose buy and the nose sell.
Oh, the nose. The nose top class.
Fire.
Oh my god.
What?
You can put an icon and you can
Yeah.
the nose is available?
Yep, it's any emoji.
That's
Every
But so,
emoji.
for those people that don't know, this moon that thing, right? So like all of a sudden, I
Moon
just
that.
seen so many people say moon that. It's just like a term that
Who do you see
ICOBs,
say that?
huh?
It's a
Who
big
said
base term. It's a big base term. When,
Moonshot,
virtual
literally
agents are running.
Moonshot. The company said it yesterday. They
It's
said
an
moon.
ISO beast. It's an ISO beast term.
Yeah, and so I was literally like, wow, that's funny. And the thing's at 500K. I'm gonna buy this. I send it to Nick.
37 minutes ago, Moon that.
Yeah, and Nick's like, what's your target? I'm like, bro, I'm just
No, he said,
having
what's your
fun buying
target?
a
What's
meme."
the thesis? Who's invested in it? Please name every board member and let me know what their strategic capital allocation is going to be.
And then Easy says, I just bought 10 souls. Sometimes you just buy things and you don't have to ask questions. And then Nick, 30 seconds later, is like, well, I'm down. I'm down on this. Buy back in.
Moon that, Nick.
But no, for sure, Nick, next time I give you alpha, it'll be like hot fucking like a Stouffer fucking oven dish, 420 degrees at an hour and a half, an AI play. I'm going to give you something good. Okay.
I want it as it's taken off. I want a rocket ship that's taken off. I want something that's made for the moon.
How much Pengu do you have? What's so funny about that?
It's just out of left field. We're talking about Moon that, and Pio's just like, so.
Well, no, I
much
genuinely
Pengu
want to
you
know.
got?
I want to ask Nick how much Pengu he has because I think you.
$9,000 or something like that.
Okay.
There
what
you go.
about what about building that position a little bit? What about that? Considering your average cost is fucking zero.
Well, no, I actually bought back. So I sold what they airdropped. I then thought that, okay, maybe this thing does turn around. So I bought more. I'm up a decent amount. But
Sell the Pengu airdrop. I'm assuming you did it within 48 hours of it coming your way. Is that fair?
I mean, tomato.
Okay.
Nick's probably up 10 times when I'm up this cycle, PO. And this guy's subtweeting me about losing a soul on a $1 million shitter.
The Pengu.
It was a good tweet.
It was a good tweet.
A good tweet.
I loved it.
It was a good
I wasn't
tweet.
even mad. I was like, that's a good
It was
tweet.
a really good tweet. When I saw it, I was like, damn, that's a good tweet. That's a good tweet.
But now you're permanently Nick the complainer.
Okay.
Oh, he's never
In
he's never getting another CA again. Ever.
I mean, how high are we aiming for Pengu? Just 2x?
$10
What's that
$10.
right now?
But you've
4 bill?
already had a very odd approach to the play. I mean, selling it within 48 hours is actually criminal. You should probably be handcuffed for such behavior. And then what's your average
What are
cost
you
on the
talking
buyback?
about is criminal, dude. Did you not see the ape chain situation there? What went on there? Huh?
So that was late. That's the end of the last cycle. That had nothing to do with the actual asset. This is the beginning of this cycle.
Wait, that was the right move, Pio. It came out at 4.5. It then went down to like
Tell it at
2.9. And then I think it actually went down a little bit lower. And then since the start of January, it's been up only. So in fact, we're not even back where it opened at. It was the perfect trade.
There's no. Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way he's up. He made the right trade.
Yes,
No
you
way.
sell at 4.5. Wait, I'm sorry.
actually
Am I spinning
Put
numbers?
the
that
nose
don't
on
make
this
sense
one.
here? It opened at 4.5. He bought sub 3 at like 2 point whatever, and now it's going back up again. He has made money on that trade.
The perfect trade, ladies
It was a
and gentlemen.
perfect trade. There's money in his pocket and a lot.
Yeah, but Nick's also he also comped to that's what you should have done on ApeCoin. ApeCoin came out at like $5 and went to $25.
I sold it $4 billion. I bought it $2 billion, and Signal's right, and Pio's an idiot because he can't do math.
Okay. Okay. Well,
It never even hit $2
we're
billion.
gonna see how that exactly. So full of it.
This guy's turning into easy. I bought meme land captains at -4E.
What are you talking about? It never hit $2 billion.
Well, anyway, we'll see how that trade works out for you, big dog. I think the perfect trade is in the hoppers. You know, I don't want to send a screenshot of my the imperfect trade. I'm making a film. It's called The Imperfect Trade, and it's about how imperfect my Pengu play has been. It's just not perfect.
But we weren't talking about yours. I didn't say that you made a bad move. I was just saying that mine was good. By the way, it did go sub $2 billion kicks.
And let's see your average cost. We have to see a screenshot of your average cost. That's what we need to see.
How do I show that on here?
Sorry, they're circulating versus FTV, so I do apologize.
You can send it to Ray. You can take a screenshot of your average cost and send it to Ray.
No, but how do I find the average cost?
On BullX?
Yes.
If you click yes, yeah.
If you click what?
You can see the buy button,
If you
like
did
the
not
buy
buy with
thing.
it, if you did not buy it on BullX, it will not show the average price.
I bought it on BullX. How do I see the average price?
Open the Pengu chart.
Oh, it doesn't show it there for whatever reason.
Then you may not have bought it on BullX.
My average price right now is 2.87.
Okay.
Okay. That's
A little
the
higher
average
than
price at
2,
which you've
but
purchased.
not bad.
The perfect trade.
40% higher than 2. Bitcoin is almost at 100K.
I started accumulating sub 2. Sorry.
Oh, so now it's sub 2 you started accumulating. I thought it was at 2.
I started buying at 600,000.
Still a good trade. Good trade.
Good trade. Bitcoin at 100K.
I'm just getting attacked for no reason.
No, we love you.
Screw that Justin guy.
Nick, you're getting attacked by dummies who can't do basic math. Your trade is up.
The perfect trade.
The perfect trade.
So I just sold options on Coinbase and MicroStrategy. Me and Easy had a little sit down over the weekend and game planned a strategy.
Covered calls, sells.
Covered calls, baby.
Nice.
The goal is to, in the next 3 years, get to 20 grand a month in revenue from selling covered calls on these two stocks. That's the goal over the next 3 years. 20 grand. I'll keep you guys updated. 2 covered calls sold.
What could go wrong? Free money.
What could go wrong? What
Yeah.
could go
Other
wrong?
than liquidating your long position.
That's it. That's all that could go wrong. These both are expiring on the 10th, which is in 4 days. Should generate right out the gate. Well, I just took out a loan against my 401k. How about this? Does this sound familiar? 5-year repayment, 0% interest. Is that good? Is that a good loan?
Taylor.
Wait, who else does that? Does anyone else do that?
Actually,
I'm
I
gonna
do.
take out a 5 years, 0% interest, and just purchase. You know,
Wait,
like
sorry, you got
on the
0% interest?
Well, so there is interest, but it just goes to you. You don't lose it. It goes back into your 401k. You're paying yourself interest. So I consider that 0% interest.
Who does that is MicroStrategy, where they borrow against their Bitcoin holdings and buy
Love
more
that.
Bitcoin. That's who does it.
using
Wait,
Aave,
sorry.
right?
Yeah.
Who's the service provider that does this?
What he's showing or what I did?
The loan
Nick, it's
company.
our 401k company. You can
Our
go in, log in,
I did.
press loan against. There's a big ass button on
And the
withdrawals.
reason why they're going to give you 0% interest against that loan against is because they think on average you're fucking retarded and they're going to margin call your entire 401k. And that's why they're giving you the 0% interest.
Okay. Well, anyway, I
Not
think
you, on average.
it's actually just illegal for
Pio's
them
using
to.
it for options trading, which always.
Options trading your retirement account is
Now
great.
that I just heard Pio's doing that, I'm gonna do the same thing and just 8 meme coins.
Jesus Christ, we're talking
We're gonna
about margin. We're talking about taking
we're
loans
10X
against
in this
retirement savings.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now, and we're putting all of it into hyper. Thanks
But-
for the call, Kicks.
Real quick, in all seriousness, Nick, this actually totally changed my perspective. Our 401k fucks. I was mad about it before because you couldn't self-direct it and I couldn't buy MicroStrategy stock with it. Now I think it's the coolest thing ever because you can borrow up to 50% of your total value. And we have a Roth feature. Very nice. I know we're talking about like retirement accounts. This
is fine.
Before people take out pitchforks, just relax for 1 second. So it's a 0% interest loan, basically, because you're paying yourself the interest and no one else, they're not profiting off of it. 0% interest loan for 5 years. I'm plowing it all into MSTR so that in this account, I can get it to 200.
I think I'm going to liquidate everything I hold.
What do you mean?
Just sell everything. This sounds very toppish.
Okay.
I'm
cool.
dumping it all.
Good. Get rid of
everything.
I'll buy it. I'll buy the MicroStrategy that you sell. But anyway, and then these covered call options, the goal is to get to, I think I'll be at over $1,000 a month, basically out the gate, like pretty much out the gate once that loan comes through for 27 G's and I plowed in a MicroStrategy. And then the goal is over the next 3 years to get to 20 G's a month. That's the goal. You heard it here first. January 6, 2025.
I just don't know how well, so what happens after
MicroStrategy
you
chart looks good. This looks good.
Oh,
Chart
it
looks good.
The last time this setup happened in the MicroStrategy stock, it literally went up 5x. Which, by the way, its market cap right now is basically free. It's free. Like under $100 billion is free.
But how many people are following you on Phantom, Pia?
I'm not doxing any wallets this whole cycle. I'm doxing 0 wallets. It's not happening.
Why is that?
Because I learned my lesson last cycle. I'm not doing it. I'm not having people like write threads. Like, because
my man had $1 million in fucking Akutars on a doxed wallet and he couldn't sell shit about shit.
It wasn't that much. But I got almost as much Pengu right now. How about that?
Yup. Screw Justin. Yup.
No.
Yo, that guy's fake as fuck.
No. No. What did this guy do? Someone pointed out, look at the
wow, dude. Look at this. Holy shit. Hold on. I'm pulling it up right now. Yo, Justin doesn't understand this.
Justin does.
Look at the hourly.
Looks like the perfect trade.
Dude, look at the how much volume is that candle?
Oh, baby,
market
dude.
opens nice.
Yo, real
This
quick.
is very good.
Very good market open.
W,
like.
This is a good question. Real quick. W said, Pio, how do you make money selling covered calls on stocks that are actually going up? Good question. I'm being very conservative. Basically, MicroStrategy has to go up like $100 in 4 days for me to lose money.
Well, you better be sweating because Bitcoin's fucking piss missling. Yeah.
So
also, yeah, Pio's very conservative. He's taking out loans against his retirement savings. And then everything he's bullish on, he's selling other people options on it going up.
I'm betting against it going up.
He's betting against all of the stuff that he has bull posted for 6 months. He's now betting against it while also taking out loans against his retirement.
But W got it right away.
Yes, out of the money calls. Yes, significantly out of the money calls on short-term expiration. You're just printing on the delta. That's all you need. You just need time decay.
I got a bunch of extra shares. If it goes up $100 in 4 days and my shares sell and I got to buy back in, I'll survive.
I'll see y'all at 228 Solana.
MicroStrategy's up like 10% over the last 30 minutes.
Dude, as long as it doesn't go
Pio got liquidated. Yo, one of the things you gotta.
This retirement account fucks. I lost it all.
You better have notifications on because the moment that you get liquidated, you gotta like buy back in.
No, I mean at least he's not selling like naked puts. He's selling covered calls. It's the safest sell option you can do.
Hands down, because you're not gonna just piss away money. The worst part is
you're not
gonna
lose.
Back.
Bring
just
it
buy
up
them back.
Early.
Bring it on, boys. This is actually the best shit.
The best part is if they sell, you're actually still making money because your call options it's like a limit sell.
Sold in the
just
profit.
gain the
for sure.
You're selling the profit.
All
It's
the
a
trader
limit
boys
sell.
out there, if the trader boys saw the wallet, they'd be like, good trade. That was a sick trade.
You can still be a trader boy and still make good money on this stuff.
Look at the trade. Yo, you're
He shares his 100K weekend, and Pio's just like ripping on him as he's leveraging MicroStrategy.
Dude, look at
Leveraging the
fucking look at
401k.
look at Nick over here. He can't stop. This guy is so short-term price dependent. He's like grinning. He's looking down at his phone. He's checking charts and positions. Like,
Nah, that face is terrifying.
like if the market opened and we were down 3%, he'd be biting everyone's heads off. He would just be furious. But dude, this guy looks like he's gonna skip down New York City, man.
I'm about to buy another rollie.
Dude, see? Look at him.
Man, yo, where'd you get that second rolling though?
You gonna get a good one this time?
Oh shit!
Ray, if you could do me one favor and just pull up my Twitter and just show the most recent tweet I just posted of Nick's face.
All right, pulling up.
Good Lord. Holy shit.
That's fucking fire,
I love
You
that.
sold?
I love that, dude. Moon that.
baby.
Moon
Yo,
that.
moon that.
Moon that.
Moon that.
I'm just waiting for the Twitter thread. This is Pio Vincenzo. He went from one of the largest MicroStrategy bulls to making $20,000 a month selling covered puts.
Here's what you didn't know about him.
Covered calls. When they write about me, they're just gonna write about my physique. They're just gonna be like, yo, he got really jacked and it changed everything.
In between tweeting about all of the exotic foods he's eating for breakfast every day, Pio would discover.
So, what happened there?
You just fucking freeze?
Completely
What happened?
froze.
No, you got to click on the next.
freezing.
No, I didn't have an end to that joke, so I decided to fake like I froze just to like try to get out of it. I thought you pulled me off the screen.
Literally freeze. Fun fact, we're gonna go down to Miami. I don't know if I'm not supposed to say that because we don't want to dox our location, but we're going down to Miami to winter. We're gonna winter down there, and I already found a grass-fed butcher shop, and they offer an organ blend. So the whole thing is organs. It's just ground beef, all organs. It's gonna be liver, kidney, and heart is going to be banging.
I love that, Pio, because you know what I was thinking about the other day, right? Everyone has like cancer and all these chronic issues. What did we stop eating, man? Fucking organs. You know, our grandparents would eat like liver all the fucking time.
Oh, dude, it's going to be phenomenal, and everyone in the house has to eat it. Clemente has to eat it. I'm going to make it, and I'm bringing my wok. So I'm bringing a bunch of cast iron shit in my orange juice machine. And
You're flying with an orange juice machine and a wok.
I'm driving, baby.
He's driving.
Oh, you're
I'm
driving.
jealous of you guys going down the winter there. I mean, look at this.
That's Ray's house. Holy shit! No, it's not. No, it's not.
Current situation here right now.
Is it?
Yeah, but but that's bullish, bro. We'll out trade them this cycle with snow because they'll be like summering.
That's bullshit. No, I'm driving down so I can bring Sapphire.
I'll be trading on the beach.
Man, fuck Justin. He never goes to the beach.
That guy never seen a beach in his life.
Dude,
Who's so busy
everything
growing
it's
his
buy
LinkedIn
everything
profile?
season. It's buy everything season.
I mean, I agree. Yeah, we're gonna do in the walk the ground organ blend with rice. What do you got there, Kix?
Heating pad.
Okay, very nice, very nice.
Ground organ blend with rice.
That's right, and salt.
Worked out for the first time in 3 months yesterday. Fucking so much dopamine flowing through me right now, dude. You guys have no fucking clue.
Well, there we go. Yo, we got some real ones in the crowd. He said, my guy Tunsky107 said, venison heart on my menu all year long. Let's go. Let's go. Now we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. All right. So
Not that good venison heart. You got it.
I don't
You
know.
got it.
That's pretty good. How is that not printing impressions? That Nick face.
Pio, imagine all winter long you're summering down in Florida while your AI agent is strategically buying and selling other AI agents autonomously for you while your MSTR call options are printing, while you're drinking a bunch of liver shit.
What are we thinking about Coinbase versus MicroStrategy?
Wait.
No, I'm gonna jump back to Kix's thing.
Wait, but
Don't
can we
Ralph
just go
Yo.
to the whole point of like AI agents trading and making calls, which would be like people in their head seem to think these AI agents can make better returns than the best hedge funds in the world. Like you look at something like Renaissance Capital. I mean, these guys super secretive, closed doors, like don't even take client money anymore. And these guys' returns are, considered to be the best in the world. And you're telling me that AI agents are going to like somehow beat that or even come close to beating it? This is the bit where I completely disagree that like these AI agents are somehow going to outperform most of the market.
But they're going to smash the market.
I was going to say it's not that hard to outperform those bozos. I'm serious. Like, isn't it not that hard to outperform those bozos? When my mom,
These guys were doing machine learning before most people probably had computers.
Exactly. These guys. I'm sorry, but these.
But our market's too small. Signal. Our market's too small for that.
No, all I'm saying, if these agents were already able to do that, we would know, and everybody would be buying these agents because they'd be making us lots of money. I'm just saying, when it comes to the investing side of them, I'm not too bullish on that.
Exactly. It's like the Fermi's paradox.
You need to explain. Like in 5.
Fermi's
if
paradox
there's an AI agent, if AI agents become so good at trading, then they actually become bad at trading.
I don't get it. I think that AI agents will outtrade for a number of reasons. I'm curious right now, like about the infrastructure that we're seeing. I know, like, I'm kind of shifting gears a little bit here, but we talked about Wayfinder on the show previously. We're seeing like AI agent trading platforms launch now with we've seen Banker on base.
What is this motherfucker laughing at?
I'm curious is like
no Ray, we have to. What is this motherfucker laughing at?
Nick's distracting me. Nick's distracting you, Ray.
What is he laughing at?
Ray said he switched gears.
Nick is shifting gears. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Wow, that's funny. Thank you.
No, Signal, in all seriousness, you're 100% right. An AI agent will only be as good as the information that it has and the prompt that it has to trade off of. Most of the stuff that you're seeing right now in the trading space, it's really just automated trading. It's not AI trading. It's more so saying like someone sends you a ticker and you just paste the ticker into the AI agent chat and they go handle. It's more DeFi than AI, and they go handle buying it for you, right?
Okay, fine.
But what I do think is going to happen, Signal, right, is how a lot of people make money in this space is off of information, right? Like I said the other day that like social and crypto is almost as important, if not important, than tech, meaning, right, like your informational signals, right? Like people saying like you can make a bunch of money in meme coins if you just had people sending you the alpha early, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of what AI is going to be good at in the early phases is just basically scoring information based on the likelihood that it's good information and making money off of that. And that's going to actually be kind of wild because it's going to basically change the information game for humans, right? In Inglorious Bastards, when he's looking for the Jews underneath the floorboard, right? That meme, right? I made a meme where it's like, you let an AI agent in this chat, have you not? Right? Meaning that people are going to get so paranoid, right? Like sharing alpha in chats because it's going to be like someone's got an AI bot in here just sniping all of our fucking calls. It's going to be like that, right? I really don't think AI agents are going to sit there and be like, I've done a bunch of analysis on Prime and I formed a thesis on their, and therefore I'm longing. I don't think that's what we're going to see out of AI agents for a while. It's going to be mostly copy trading. It's going to be mostly
which in itself is a huge value. Yeah, actually, that is, I 100% agree with you that most of the information where I think you hear about people making, crazy returns and you're like, wait, weren't you an atrocious NFT trader just, 18 months ago and somehow magically you've become this amazing trader? It's like you can tell that their information social network has changed and they're now connected to somebody who actually does know what's going on. And just being one pole down from that person means that your money exponentially increases in 2024 and 2025. 100% agree with you.
And that's the thing. AI. So I think AI is like trading is going to be more of a social thing a technological thing. It's going to be more about like, you know, I like an AI agent is going to scrape all of Twitter and see accounts that share tickers, and then see how they perform, right? And then start trying to copy trade them and seeing if there's a profitable trade after that. But then when you have enough AI agents doing that, then it completely changes the information game in crypto, right? You're going to see basically like charts go violently up and violently down, right? Like they're basically going to eat each other alive. And then I don't know what happens next.
You know what my thoughts are when we're talking about like letting the bot in the chat. Rick is in every alpha chat.
Oh, I bet they're already trading. I bet Rick's fucking devs are sketchy ass motherfuckers, and I bet they're printing off of the information from their bot.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they have everybody's call at any point in time, and then easily can check P&L in those wallets and hit rate.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that data is super valuable, and is probably why that is like a free open source Discord bot.
Exactly.
Everywhere.
They're probably multi-millionaires. Honestly, what's going to happen is you're going to see a massive surge in psyop warfare. You're going to see psyop warfare. You're going to see people give 4 good calls and then launch the biggest rug you ever seen in your fucking life and rug all the AI agents. It's going to be complete psyop warfare on the timeline.
Yeah, but they're gonna figure out how to like notice something's a little different with that one. They're like, okay, well that one was sniped X%. This seems like it's a little sketchy. We're not following it. You know, like there's gonna be parameters that are gonna be different for that psyop rug that they're gonna be able to figure out.
Maybe not.
Process.
I don't know. I think I could beat the shit out of a robot pretty easily.
In terms of talking about out investing, one thing I noticed on Base is you have a lot of these DAOs and AI agents that are like buying each other's tokens. They're getting pre-sales into upcoming launches, upcoming funds. And like in terms of like outperforming like retail, I'm seeing like a ton of that. Like we saw the F Dream launch get a ton of profit, people hitting 75Xs. We saw IMAM on Sol, Easy and Clemente, I believe, printed off that one, getting into pre-sales. But I'm seeing a lot of these AI agents getting into pre-sales for these like new funds and new tokens. And I think a lot of those funds are basically printing like way outside their NAV on these like speculative like token deals, future token deals. So
3-3.
I'm really watching. Yeah, exactly.
3-3. Till the first agent sells, dude, then the cascading will be beautiful.
Yeah, it's essentially like friend tech on a larger scale with AI.
Why are you talking about Asians selling?
Agents never sell, they buy.
What do they Kicks? What do they say as they're selling?
No, absolutely not. Illegal.
That's going to do it for today's episode. We're back again tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Have a beautiful day.
Wait.